All right. This is our first video podcast. If you guys haven't been with us before, this is the Unreliable Podcast, where you can actually see us, which is crazy.
If you're on YouTube, you can't see us up there. If you're on iTunes,
Thank you. Yes, that's important. That's important to distinguish, just in case anybody is a little confused.
If they're listening to this and you don't see us,
It's completely all right. That's normal. I promise you, everything is okay. Anyways, this is podcast, what, number 8?
Number 8. Yep.
Why did we decide to do a video for number 8?
I don't know.
We're not even in the double digits yet.
And it's taken us like 4 months to get this far too. So,
Exactly.
I don't know. I just wanted to try something different.
Word.
YouTube videos are kind of hard to watch with no video.
That's a good point.
So.
Because this is going to be more entertaining. Just us sitting here looking at an iMac.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Well, at least the viewers can watch what's actually happening.
That's a good point. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves so that they can have a person, a body with a voice. So I'm Pedro. This is Josh. This is Xavier. And this is the first time he's ever showed up.
Just
so,
a fan.
Welcome.
Welcome, yes.
Thank
you for coming out to our first video podcast. This is going to be great.
Well, as soon as I heard it was number 8, I was like, I have to jump in for the video podcast.
Gotta do it. And yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, E3 just happened this past week, and shit got announced.
Yeah, a lot of stuff got announced, and I feel like everybody's been beating the whole Xbox to death, but I'm excited for it. It's going to be awesome regardless. I mean, I have to get it because Forza and Dead Rising.
Yeah. So I'm sure if you haven't been living under a rock, you know that the Xbox One has a lot of restrictions to it that a lot of gamers don't like, and I kind of understand their voice. I mean, you have to be connected to the internet. You have to have connected to the Xbox One, and there's a possibility your games will not, you won't be able to play used games, and you're not going to be able to lend your games out to your friends, which, I mean, all kind of suck.
Well, they said that as long as somebody's on your friends list for over 30 days, you can lend it to them.
Right.
But only once.
You can lend the game once.
So, I don't know if that person can then lend it to someone else.
Yeah, how do they keep track of that?
I don't know.
Well, that's the always connected to the internet portion of it, because the system is going to have some kind of, like, every game is going to have, like, either a serial key or something where it's going to authenticate itself with Microsoft servers.
Yeah.
Just to double check to make sure you don't have 2 copies of the same game being played.
Yeah, regardless, I mean, it's going to be good.
I agree. I mean, I'm all for Sony. Sony is doing excellent things. They won E3 with their basically bashing Microsoft in that you don't need an internet connection with the PS4. You don't need the PlayStation Eye connected, and you can. They made fun of Microsoft with that little how to share a PS4 game, which is kind of hysterical.
That is only for first-party games, though.
Right, and that's another thing.
And they failed to mention that third-party games will require some sort of online
DRM.
pass.
There is a possibility that online pass or one thing or another will come back. So
you don't have to be online to play it, though.
Right, and that's important.
Yeah.
But like Josh was saying, I'm all for the Xbox One because, I mean, really, I'm going to be using the system is to play the games, and Forza 5 looks amazing. And Dead Rising looks amazing.
We live in an area where having access to the internet every 24 hours is not a problem. I can see if you're in a really rural area or out of the country or travel a lot, that'd be a problem. But, I mean, for the purposes I'm going to be using it for, yeah, I mean, it's going to be fine. So.
Ditto, yeah. I'm going to be playing this system. It's going to be awesome, I hope. Assuming Microsoft servers don't go down or they don't get hacked.
Well, they're going up to 300,000 Xbox Live servers now, compared to the 15,000 we're currently on. Wow. So I don't think we'll have a problem with servers, fingers crossed.
I hope not.
One thing that I think really was interesting from the whole thing was the Kingdom Hearts coming to the Xbox.
Yes, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
So
Final Fantasy
Square is kind of turning on Sony a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because these new new video game systems are more like a computer, so they could easily make the game on computer, port it on Xbox One, on PS4, and they'll have all the major platforms covered. Unfortunately, Wii U, not gonna happen.
So how do you guys feel about the Wii U?
Yeah,
I mean they've got their Nintendo titles like Smash Brothers and Zelda.
I'm gonna be playing Smash Brothers like crazy. I love Smash Brothers, but I'm playing that on my 3DS.
Yeah. On the Wii U.
Without the backing from a publisher like EA, it's tough.
Yeah, they're talking about not making the sports games for that system. Activision's talking about not making the next Call of Duty on that system. So
yeah,
it's basically the same issue we had with the GameCube, and not really with the Wii, but we did have it with the Wii because really the third-party support for the Wii, where the shovelware, the little
it wasn't
mini
really
games,
it wasn't
dancing
really
games.
support. It was just how cheap can we make a game for?
Exactly.
I mean, you could develop a game for a couple $1,000s and sell it for $20, and that's what the Wii was for, I guess. So, I mean, E3 overall was pretty exciting.
Definitely. I'm really concerned for the Wii U, though, because, I mean, at $350, you have the Wii U, and then
$50
more, you have PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, if Nintendo doesn't get their act together and, like, drop the price or do something, I really don't think that system's going to last.
So, you guys are definitely getting Xbox Ones.
I've already got it pre-ordered. Day 1 edition.
What about the PlayStation 4? I mean, like, they're both pretty similar systems.
Right, yeah. Spec-wise, the systems are really similar, though I will give Microsoft props on the operating system on the Xbox One with the whole multitasking,
but they really didn't.
Voice commands.
I heard that when they were showing the video games for the Xbox One, they were showing it on Windows 7, not even Windows 8.
Right, yes. That was
so you really didn't really see the Xbox One's capability.
Yeah, and I mean that's how they do it in the shows.
Exactly.
They don't want the hardware to fail.
Because they don't want their hardware to fail.
I mean, most of these games are just now finishing development too.
And I mean, they're still going to be polishing the games, and I'm sure Microsoft is doing the same thing with the system. They're constantly going to be polishing
they probably finish manufacturing by mid-October.
I would give them more time than that. I'd say they'd finish manufacturing in like August, September, because I mean, you got to think they're shipping these
start
things.
Manufacturing.
I know. They're going to be shipping these things in cargo ships from China. So you got to give it a couple of weeks to transport its way here. Anyways, so let's stop talking about the consoles. Let's talk about the games. What games are you guys excited about? What games came out of E3 and you were like, oh my god?
Halo trailer.
Really? Come on. That's
all I need is that Halo trailer.
Just by watching.
Kingdom Hearts 3 for sure.
I mean, that's exciting news, but again, come on, it was just like a 30-second trailer.
But was it gameplay footage that they showed? Because
they showed like a speck of gameplay footage, but it wasn't like.
Because it didn't look too like polished. It looked like because they did it in that same old town that they're always in.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a demo. It was just like, hey, look, we're working on this game. Yay!
Also, how do you guys feel about Marvel and LucasArts being with Disney? How is that gonna?
That would be interesting if they implement that in Kingdom Hearts.
Do you think they're gonna implement that?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
That is way too many pieces. That'd be like having Star Wars characters.
But I mean, like, I want Iron Man with Sora and maybe Luke Skywalker in there. Or maybe Darth Vader with... That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. That's a lot of moving parts because then you've got Square Enix working with Disney, working with Marvel and Lucas, and it's just... That's a lot to go on. But I don't know how the licensing would even work for that.
Oh, that's true. Because I know that Spider-Man has Fox, or Fox has Spider-Man.
Yeah. I thought Sony.
Is it Sony
had Spider-Man.
Let's one.
I don't know. All right. Bad topic. Let's rewind a little bit.
Okay.
Games.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising looks amazing.
Because, I mean, like, the... Smart Glass application, pretty insane. Calling airstrikes with your tablet, That's going to be amazing.
That was pretty cool. And I noticed that was a trend at this year's E3 because, I mean, it pretty much, like,
it's that
all
second
the third
screen
party,
experience.
Exactly. Everybody was like, hey, look, Watch Dogs, you got the second screen.
That looks awesome,
look,
too.
The Division, you got the second screen where somebody can come in a drone and somehow play with that. Destiny, they were talking about having, like, an app for iOS and Android where you can, like, I guess, customize your character on the go.
And you can see, like, things that are happening on other planets even while you're not playing. So it'll say, this event happened on Jupiter, and then if you're at home, you can just turn your console on, jump in, and start playing. So
it's kind of ironic that Nintendo approached this second screen thing first, and nobody has really taken advantage of that on the Wii U. It's all
the problem with the Wii U is I think they focus too much on a proprietary second screen and not outsourcing that to Android, iOS, and
I completely agree.
Even Windows tablet. Because I think they focus too much on the specs of the tablet itself, and the hardware just lacks because of it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you never really use that tablet for the Wii U for, like, hardcore gaming.
You got to think how much more expensive that system is because of that second tablet.
I mean, you could get an Android tablet now for a couple $100.
Yep.
If they sold a Wii U, just better quality hardware with no tablet for $250, I mean, they could still make more money that way.
Exactly. And they could have done the same thing that Sony and Microsoft are doing. It's just like outsourcing that second screen to the Android tablet. Anyways, I'm going to go back to Destiny because that Destiny gameplay, that was pretty awesome. Like, before, I was like, we don't know anything about Destiny.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. But they showed that gameplay, and I was like, all right, I'm on board. This game is going to be tight. I like it.
Yeah.
Because they showed, I mean, it looks like it plays like a Halo, except, like, you have different classes, and you have a huge variety of weapons, and
it looked
apparently
like Borderlands style.
Yeah, exactly. It was like Bungie's making a Borderlands game, and it was interesting to see. Like, I guess each weapon has like a skill tree. So I wonder if it's going to be like the characters have their own skill tree, but then not only that, but your weapons have their own skill tree.
And it looked like depending on which class you're playing as, the loot is different. Because one guy was playing as like a sniper class, and the other guy was playing as like a machine gun class.
Warlock, I think it was.
I think he was the Warlock because he was using a lot of magic stuff too.
And it's cool because, like, that's a little more personal experience. Like with Borderlands, when you down a boss, it just explodes. It's a pinata of loot, and it's just like, well,
do you prefer random loot, or do you prefer random loot for each individual, or do you prefer going up to the loot and grabbing it and saying that this is your treasure? You know, like,
I prefer random loot for individual characters because that's how they do it in WoW now. When you get loot, it's gonna drop like loot for the character that needs it, or it's character specific. So with big bosses, at least.
I just like killing something and it was popping and bursting out with a gun, and I'm just like, hello.
I like the different loot because it would you would find the root more rare, because since everybody had the chance to get it, I know like people would be assholes and try to take that loot, but I mean, like, it's part of the game and it's a game mechanic, and I mean, like, it still
kind of sucks that if you see that gun and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get, and then somebody else grabs it.
Exactly. Like if you're playing Borderlands with some random person, they can take whatever they want.
That's true.
Like if I'm playing with friends, I've got an app on my phone that rolls dice, so we roll, and whoever has the highest roll takes the loot.
Nice.
If it's a purple or a pink, then we have to roll on it every time, because I mean, you don't want to be that guy that's like, mine, just run up and take it. So.
Well, I mean, this is the interwebs. I'm sure they want to be that guy. Or get out.
Somebody's out there is that guy. You have to be.
They will troll on you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Destiny. I mean, they showed vehicles, they showed random encounters. I can't wait. I mean,
other squads joining.
Yeah, I was excited about that. I was like, oh, what? People, how do they get everybody in there just randomly?
Yeah. Well, it's like in Defiance, whenever you're close to one of those world events, the game will let you know, and you can see it on the map. so you can go to that event and see everybody else running around. So I guess that's how it's going to work in Destiny, where it'll like pop a message that'll say this boss has been activated, and then put a marker on your map if you want to go there. So
Sweet.
yeah.
So what else?
Battlefield 4.
Battlefield
You guys
4.
saw Battlefield 4?
Yeah, it looks
The
good.
demo looked good.
But like,
More Battlefield.
when
Yeah.
skyscrapers were falling, you saw everything get covered in dust and
Yep.
Yeah.
jump into the tanks and everything.
I
You
mean,
literally saw skyscrapers fall
the
apart.
particle effects and the ability to have that much stuff going on at once is pretty insane. And
Yeah.
it's going to be cool to see what they can do with these new consoles.
Are you guys gonna get it that for Xbox?
I don't
know.
I don't. Yeah.
I prefer my shooters more sci-fi.
Oh, okay. Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Halo.
Mass Effect, Halo.
Borderlands.
Exactly.
Borderlands.
I might get.
Military shooters, I have to say Call of Duty is probably my
I like Battlefield.
preference,
I like
just because
Battlefield more.
I've been playing Call of Duty for
Are you
years.
gonna get Ghost? They're like, I already got reserved.
No, I don't.
He's got a dog in it.
I don't
so,
have it
I mean,
pre-ordered
he's gotta
yet.
have it.
Only thing I've got pre-ordered now is Forza and Dead Rising, and Destiny,
And Xbox One.
and the Xbox Ones. Yeah.
What else?
There's some cool like the Vita. Honestly, I've got one. I haven't used it in a while. I've been waiting for Tearaway. Tearaway is.
What's their way? For the.
It's
for
made by the
Vita.
people that made
Okay.
Little Big Planet. It's like you play as like a little paper man, and you run around this paper world. Looks really cool. So
Looks interesting.
yeah.
I was really excited going back into your Battlefield thing. Battlefield's using the Frostbite 3 engine,
Yes.
and they just announced that they're going to use that engine for two rather exciting titles that I didn't see coming. First one being Battlefront.
Yep.
They're making a Star Wars Battlefront, and that's being made by
Yes.
DICE. And DICE is also working on Mirror's Edge 2, or the
Yes.
Mirror Edge
Yeah.
reboot, and that's pretty exciting. So I
Yeah.
think EA knocked it out of the park in their little conference, showing off these games out
They,
of left
def-
fields.
they definitely had the most surprising lineup because everybody expected like Battlefield and just having the new Star Wars and Mirror's Edge come out too. That's awesome for them to do that.
And they also announced Dragon Age Inquisitor. What is it?
Mm-hmm. Inquisition.
There you go. That
Yeah.
looks cool too. I
Konami
guess,
showed some Metal Gear.
yeah, that looks cool. That's
Yep.
coming out to Xbox One.
Yeah.
Metal
And
Gear
it's
4 is-
going to be the first like open world Metal Gear.
Oh.
Yeah.
So no cutscenes?
I highly
It's
doubt
gonna
that.
have hour
It's going to have
cutscenes.
some huge cutscenes.
definitely cutscenes.
But they showed some cool stuff with that, like the stealth, like the motion stealth. Like you're on a horse and
Stealth mode. Whoa.
yeah, you see him like go by somebody else, and he just slides over to the side of the horse, and the horse keeps running.
Wait, who's the main character?
Snake. I don't know
Boss
which
Snake?
one.
Who
I don't
It's
know.
like who does, right?
I'm
And
not
they said
getting into
Kiefer Sutherland is the
The new voice for
yeah,
Solid Snake, yeah, or whichever snake it is.
whichever snake it is. I don't know which one it is.
It also has the same
So.
voice, anyways.
Ubisoft had an interesting conference because they showed Tom Clancy's The Division.
The Divisions. Yep.
That game looks phenomenal. That's another online shooter, third person.
That one's like a persistent world, right? Like Destiny or
Yeah, I
where
think
like
so.
multiple people can be on at one time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about the game, but apparently, like, some outbreak goes and affects the world, and you have to be careful about that, and you have
Yeah.
to worry about having water and I guess food. But it looked pretty cool because they were like you could apparently change your skills on the fly, change your weapons on the fly, and I don't know, it just like it looked like it was playing really cool.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of that gameplay demo, they were like they shot up the flare and that initiated PvP, which I thought was pretty cool because they were like, all right, we finished this, we got the loot, let's do some PvP, and they shoot some flares, and then they're like, oh, here's the group. And
Another squad comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
And I mean, they've got some cool stuff. Like their new IP, Watch Dogs, is looking really good.
Watchdog looks phenomenal,
And
definitely.
the second screen experience we were talking about earlier, they've got like a separate game that you can download for Android or iOS that will allow you to either help or hinder a player that's playing online. So you can make it more difficult for them to hack things.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's going to be pretty crazy how that works.
There's going to be that one guy who's always going to be like,
Yeah.
this guy's not going to access. I'll be like, why can't I do that?
Oh, and then Assassin's Creed's looking really good.
Number 4, the Black Fang, right?
That's
Black
like
Flag.
what, the 7th Assassin's Creed, the 6th Assassin's
Brotherhood.
Creed. I've lost count.
Yeah, there's a lot of them now.
And then it was
And they're not gonna stop. They're gonna keep making them.
Yeah.
That was a title that sold like crazy, so they're like, gotta keep going. We're EA. This is what we do. No, it's Ubisoft.
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 I
What
think
else?
that's it for games. I don't really know of any.
DayZ, or no, it's the DayZ. They showed the standalone.
The standalone version.
Instead of the Arma 2 mod.
Yeah.
They
that's
showed the
exciting.
standalone.
I
So
think-
people for the PC are like going crazy over the DayZ.
And I think the creator said that he wants to work that into the PlayStation 4.
PlayStation. I mean, like that'd be
Possibly
very
the Xbox
exciting
One.
to have that on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4.
Oh yeah.
Just like Minecraft, Xbox One edition.
Oh yeah. Xbox
They-
One edition
they
Minecraft.
showed that?
Yeah.
Does it look like Minecraft? Or
Yeah.
It looks like Minecraft Xbox 360 edition, but it has bigger worlds.
Bigger worlds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Whatever
pretty
that
excited
means.
about that.
Yeah.
Can I have like 64 players with me too?
That would be amazing if you
That
could
would be
do like
hilarious.
huge
Castle
online
Crashers
multiplayer.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. What else?
I haven't really been playing any other or seen any other games that I can think of that I'm really interested in.
Quam. Really? That's it?
Oh, Walking Dead.
Oh
The
yeah.
new Walking Dead,
The
400
days,
something. Yeah.
400 nights. That looks cool. And that one's coming out for the Vita.
It's coming out for Vita, and
And
it's
that's a new
I guess
bundle
it's
for
an
Vita.
expansion for Season 1 on the Xbox and the PS3.
That should be interesting.
I'm sure it'll be on iOS and Steam.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that stuff,
definitely. That'll
too,
be
so.
on everything.
There's just so much. It's hard to like those 3 days. They cram in every bit of video game news they can. So
This is true.
and they've got multiple things going on at once too. So it's hard to keep up sometimes.
Yeah, but damn, I feel like we haven't been talking for that long.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can talk about like other stuff. It doesn't have to be all video games.
Yep.
I've been playing Animal Crossing for the 3DS.
Get out of here.
Super exciting.
Get out of here.
I have. That's all I've been playing really lately. I had an itch to play some more Dead Rising.
Dead Rising 2?
Yeah, I picked up Off the Record. I think it was the one that has Frank West in it. Dead Rising 2 with Frank West in it. So.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Made that.
I haven't had a chance to play that yet. It's just been sitting right over there. So.
Got excited for Dead Rising 3.
Yeah,
Is it gonna
yeah.
be Frank West in number 3?
No, but if
You
you
got-
buy the day one edition of Dead Rising 3, you get Frank West and you get Chuck Green
Chuck Green.
stuff with it. I don't know what it is, but
You get the camera
I don't
for
know.
Frank West.
I mean,
And you get the motorbike from
yeah, that'd be cool if they gave you a bike or something to.
I
to
really
use
like
in
the
game.
first Dead Rising because you take those pictures and you get the points. Did
Yeah,
they do that in
and that's what they
second
do. No, but in the
Yeah.
in the one that has Frank West in Dead Rising 2,
one?
Yeah,
they give you
again,
the
they
camera
bring it
back.
back.
So
I was so excited about
Dead Rising 3 not gonna have a camera.
that's too bad. Yeah,
Yeah. But new customization on the fly.
yeah.
I was gonna bring you one, but I wasn't sure if you wanted another one. I should have asked. My apologies. Cool beans.
So what have you been playing lately?
I've been doing a lot of Fire Emblem on my 3DS. I know that's been out for a while, but man, that game is like crack. Because I just finished Luigi's Mansion, and that game was surprisingly pretty awesome.
A lot of handheld gaming.
Yeah. Yeah, my 4360, I like packed it up to go to a friend's house and play some, I was going to play something, but I never unpacked it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I want to play some Last of Us. That game looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Get the dust off my PS3.
I've
so I can
already
play that.
gotten rid of my PlayStation 3, so now I've got to find another way to play that one.
I will say that Sony has been rather well at continually support the PS3 even after announcing the PS4 because they still have Gran Turismo 6, they still have Beyond Two Soul coming out for that system.
Yeah.
You look at the Xbox and it's like what first party titles are coming out for that?
Fable.
Yeah, the HD
remake of Fable.
of the original Fable. Yay!
What other first party titles they have coming out?
They did announce that they're.
They've got stuff like what is it? Titanfall's coming out on.
Yeah, Titanfall is
both.
coming out on both Xbox One, PC, and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
But that's technically not a first party game.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's always interesting to think about. We're buying into this next generation system. What's going to happen after this generation?
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
after that generation?
I don't know. We'll see. What have you been playing, Xavier?
I've been playing League of Legends.
All right.
You guys
Sweet.
play League of Legends?
I've played it before. I just get destroyed online. So
Yeah.
Whenever I play, I just play against a computer.
I destroy online.
Yeah.
I'm level 29.
That's insane.
About to be level 30.
Isn't 30 the max?
30 is the max.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
almost there.
Kid doesn't joke around.
So what else have you guys been up to besides like just games and stuff? Like,
Try to have a life, but that isn't working out too well. Work, school. Apple had their iOS 7.
yeah, I saw that.
They had their press conference.
I'm excited for that new update because I'm kind of getting tired of the way my phone looks. I've had that same UI for I don't know how many years. It's been a long time, so I'm excited to see something new and different.
Yeah, it looks cool.
That new Mac looks like a garbage can.
It really does.
Yeah, little tiny black garbage
I
can.
have not seen that.
That's the Mac Pro, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's like a little cylinder. It's just really weird looking. So
it's dumb. Sorry, all you Apple fanboys, but yeah, that looks.
I like Apple enough, but I'm fine with my PC desktop.
I only like Apple for their innovations.
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff.
Would you call this an innovation or trash can MacBook Pro?
Like right now, it's not going to be good, but give it a couple of years, you're going to see Windows.
You're going to start seeing cylindrical computers. Yeah.
Everything computer Apple started. The whole UI, the whole graphics interface, that was all Apple. The whole noise when the computer first turns on.
Yeah.
How crazy would you go if you didn't hear that? If you didn't hear your noise whenever your computer turned on?
I would go crazy. That would be a blessing.
That would be a blessing. You'd be like, when that noise turns on, you're like, my computer's working. I know that for sure. I can go get a beer, and I can do whatever I want for like 5 minutes.
I know my computer's working because the fan turns on.
That doesn't always happen.
It's a separate noise.
Because it won't go
if I
to
could
Windows.
shut that up too, that would be perfect. Damn, I feel so bad. What else happened at E3? Like, literally, this just happened.
Let's see.
Did
Blizzard
they showed
anything?
No. Diablo 3 is coming out for the Xbox.
They probably
Blizzard's
showed
got BlizzCon going on this year.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, they wait until BlizzCon.
I know they said they're kind of resetting their whole Titan project. So, still no idea what that is, and it's probably going to take twice as long to finish now because they're restarting. But yeah, like you said, Diablo 3 is coming for the Xbox 360.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to have couch co-op, which is nice. A lot of games don't have that now.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I wonder if that's a trend that's going to continue on towards the next generation.
I sure hope so. Especially if you can't share games, whatever.
Wait, so you're saying you want to see more games with couch co-op?
Yes.
Ditto. Agreed.
Because I can name probably 2 racing games that have split screen.
Forza.
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed doesn't.
No.
Blur.
Gran Turismo doesn't.
Gran Turismo does. Yeah.
But any Need for Speed, Midnight Club.
3 racing games.
Yeah, they just don't support split screen anymore. They want you to play online with other people. And with the graphical power of these systems,
you would hope so.
There's no reason
not to.
If they look like 360 games, but I can do 4-player split screen on it, I'm fine.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm not gonna have 4 controllers, so that's a
cost
in itself.
Controllers are going up in price. Games
$60
are luckily staying same price, but controllers are the cost of a game.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, it's
Did Steam announce anything at E3? No, nothing from Steam.
Valve.
Do you think
Valve didn't show anything?
Valve. Do you think Valve is gonna
come out with their console? I have a Valve console.
Dead
I have a
Rising,
Steam box.
or not Dead Rising.
Left 4 Dead, 3, Half-Life 3.
That would be
Half-Life 3. You know how many people
All the
waiting for
threes.
Half-Life
Left 4 Dead 3, Half-Life 3,
3,
Portal 3, Team Fortress 3.
Yeah.
Come on, Valve.
They're just waiting. He's just like,
Gabe Newell, I know you have oogles of money.
I'm sure they're just waiting for the right time. They'll probably release their Steam box and then have timed releases for these exclusives for their console. So
I'll buy it on PC.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else happened at E3 really.
I guess we can talk about some more stuff about the consoles.
We can talk about Wii more because we barely talked about Nintendo.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Talked about
So we mentioned Super Mario for the 3DS and the Wii U.
Smash Brothers.
Yep, I'm sorry, Smash Brothers. Already
Zelda.
wasted. I had 2 beers. What?
They showed Zelda for the Wii
3DS
U and the 3DS.
Wii U. Yeah. Wind Waker's the remake, and then they have.
They have 3D Super Mario's or 3D Mario. What is it?
All right, now we're just
Super
naming
Mario.
them. Let's at least talk about them.
Let's just talk about. Okay. Well, the first one.
I'm going to talk about Smash Brothers.
Go
The hell with
ahead.
you guys. Because
Go
I
with
am
Super
a
Smash.
Smash Brothers fiend. I
Who is
love
not a Super Smash Bros.
Smash
fan?
Brothers.
By the way, no couch co-op option.
Fuck that.
That'd be terrible.
I'm disappointed that there's not going to have like any kind of like major cross-play between the 3DS and the Wii U version.
Yeah.
Because I guess the stages are going to be different between the different ones. But they did have an exciting announcement in that Mega Man's going to join the Smash Brothers cast, which is
And also the
gonna be
Wii
pretty awesome.
Fit.
Yeah,
I
the
heard
Wii
about
Fit
that.
trainer.
I had a
that's-
couple people ask me, it's
that's
like,
cool.
what is Kirby gonna do with the Wii Fit?
That's a good point.
How's Kirby?
Kirby is going to be fit. That's what's going to happen. Kirby's going to get skinny, and he's going to be like, instead of a little puff ball, he's just going to be a stick with like little pink arms. I don't know. Who knows?
And they have the Animal Crossing villager
Of course,
in there as
bring that
well.
up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, dude.
villager.
I'm sure he'll do awesome.
I'm sad that they took away Solid Snake, though. I mean, like, I wish
Well,
they
they
would just.
didn't say they were going to take him away.
I
They just
thought
haven't
they-
announced them.
I thought they just took him away.
Well,
They didn't announce me.
I don't know. I'm sure it's
I know
hard
they
for them
took
to
away
get
Pit.
third party.
Yeah, I
They took
wouldn't be
away Pit,
surprised.
right? Pit.
No, wait.
Pit's still there?
Yeah, Pit.
From Kid Icarus?
Kid
Yeah.
Icarus, yeah.
I don't know.
Is still.
He's
I mean,
there.
like he was a
He's
really
there.
tough character to beat.
Yeah.
And
He's there.
a lot of people were like, he's a little bit overpowered, but you know,
I think
I
they're
always
great.
loved
As long as they
Pit.
keep like
Pit.
2 different versions of Link in there, I'll be happy.
That's a Kid Link.
Yeah. I want like Wind Waker Link and Ocarina of Time Link.
What about Shadow Link?
No.
Nah,
I
I
just-
love, you don't. You guys
down
don't
for
like
Star
Shadow
Fox.
Link?
Star
That's all.
Fox.
Star
Yeah, Star
Fox.
Fox is awesome.
And I'm excited for Mega Man. I'll be playing as Mega Man for a good bit.
Yeah.
Alright, so Smash Brothers done. Coming out 2 different versions. They're going to be identical except for the stages. I guess the 3DS version is going to have 3DS game stages, and the Wii U version will have Wii U game stages.
Do you think they're gonna have 3D, like you can walk around the stages like they do with what is it, Dead or Alive, where they walk around? You can walk around in 3 dimensionals instead of left and right for the 3DS.
No,
No, they're not gonna do that.
probably not. I
No.
can't imagine them doing
That game is, I mean, pretty much set as a 2D
Brawler.
side-scrolling.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have some sort of like they have like an adventure mode where
Yeah.
you have different things you
Challenges.
go through.
Yeah.
And,
That adventure mode was really fun.
Yeah, it was pretty good on the Wii.
Next game.
Zelda?
Which one?
Yeah, Wind Waker is basically just an HD remake of the GameCube version.
Yeah, so we went over that one.
But it looks amazing, and it's going to be awesome. They're going to have cool stuff for it, and I'm probably going to have to buy a Wii U for
I
it.
showed
So,
Pedro the orchestra for Legend of Zelda, the main theme.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
have you heard the
music,
orchestra?
Zelda music
Yeah.
is amazing.
It is crazy.
But let's focus on the games.
The
What's the
3DS
music
version?
is a part of the games.
It's like a
That's true.
sequel
Look at Halo.
to...
Look at
Which
that.
one is it? This Super Nintendo?
A Link to the Past. Yes, and this is a link between worlds, right?
Something like that, yeah. You can turn into a little like...
Portrait.
Yeah, like a chalk drawing
Yeah.
on the wall, and you can slide around corners or slide out windows.
It's an interesting mechanics because it takes the perspective and from like that 2D top down to a 3D
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's like a half 3D. It's like an angled. It's not really
Yeah, I
like
guess
third person.
because you're on the wall,
Yeah.
so technically it's still kind of.
It's really cool. It looks really good.
I'm buying it. I got that pretty.
Yeah, I'm always down for more Zelda.
Yes.
What else did Nintendo go over?
Mario Kart 8.
Nobody expected Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart F-Zero, as it's being
What?
called.
It has F-Zero?
No, it doesn't have F-Zero,
It's
but it
just
has
super
like
fast.
portions where it's you know how F-Zero was all about like the floating cars, the
Yeah,
futuristic cars,
Yes.
anti-gravity zones, whatever.
I love that.
Mario Kart has that now.
They need to redo Diddy Kong Racing, in my opinion.
I think you're crazy.
No.
No,
Because
Diddy Kong is awesome.
that had more like
It had planes. It had
That's
hover
right.
cars. It
So
had,
does Mario Kart.
Yeah, no,
Really?
but I need Diddy
Mario
Kong.
Kart
I
has
need
Mortal
Diddy Kong
Kombat.
characters.
What if they put Diddy Kong in Mario Kart?
I would totally get that.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
I love Diddy Kong Racing. It was cool because you had like a whole little open world. You could drive around. They had secrets. Yeah.
Mario
I
Kart has
really liked
secrets?
it.
Yeah. It's different.
It's another kart racing game. How many more do you need?
Yeah.
Rainbow Road. Did they announce Rainbow Road for
No,
Mario
It's
Kart?
gonna have my Rainbow
It
Road.
has to.
Yeah.
We'll
What
see
other
when
game?
For the
They
Wii,
announced a new Donkey Kong
Donkey
Country type game for the Wii.
Yeah.
That should.
It seems like they announce the same games every year.
Nintendo has been playing it rather safe.
They didn't
Yeah.
even technically have a
Press conference.
presence at E3. They did their own Nintendo Direct
Yeah,
just during the week of E E3.
just a recording. It's like, hey, tune in our website and watch this pre-recorded stream
Yeah.
that didn't even play half the time. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, so Microsoft is going to do the headsets for the online, and the PlayStation 4 is going to do the speaker on the controller, the mic on the controller, right?
Yeah.
That's how they're going to do it.
What?
Well, the controller has got a microphone port
So
now.
that yeah.
On
Like
the
the
PlayStation
Xbox
4.
controller.
Yeah.
So there's not a microphone on the controller.
I
There's a
don't
port
think
that
so.
you-
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a little
port like
port.
the Xbox controller is now.
Do you have to buy your own headset, or
It's
are they gonna
probably
give it to
it's
you?
probably
The
a
first one.
proprietary plug. You're not going to be able to plug in like iPhone headphones.
Do you mean
Yeah.
like? Does it come with one? Is that what you're
Because
asking?
you know, like Xbox
in the
usually
box.
Xbox
Probably,
usually brings
yeah.
one, you know.
I could. I'll say that they both. I don't know, but they're probably both going to come with a headset.
Because you
in the
know,
box.
PlayStation 3 was just
Jeez,
like bring
they're-
your own Bluetooth, bring your
Yeah.
own
and use
headset.
that. Yeah. No.
It's like we'll give you or we'll sell you a camera that has a microphone that you can hear from anywhere.
So let's talk disappointments. How
Disappointments.
about we move into that topic? What were you disappointed about E3?
I don't know.
I'd say the lack of strategy games. 'Cause I'm all about the strategy games. I love Civilizations. Did they announce Civilizations?
There's a new
Civilization?
expansion pack, but they didn't make a
I'm not
presence.
too excited about expansion packs for Civilizations. 'cause
But
it's-
the
it's
expansion
still the
packs are
same.
awesome. Like it's a
What the-
completely different game.
Is it
Yeah.
I want them to do like a HD remake of like Warcraft.
Warcraft?
Yeah.
Well, you have StarCraft.
Warcraft.
Yeah, but
War?
Warcraft is different.
It is different. You're right. You're right. It's different.
I mean, I'm disappointed with
StarCraft.
software in general. Like, I feel like it was a huge focus on the hardware, even though they've already been announced. We didn't really get a specific lineup of launch titles. For the Xbox, I know we got like Forza Dead Rising, stuff like that, but for the PlayStation 4, I didn't really see if they specifically said Killzone will be out day one or Infamous will be out day one.
I don't think-
Infamous looks tight.
Yeah, and if these systems come out and they're like, you can buy Madden, I'm like, well, that's not really why I bought the system. So I just want to see.
So you want a more?
I want more software announcements.
Yeah.
Like I want hard dates.
Yeah.
Like
They
I
haven't
want,
even have a. They don't have a hard date for the system yet.
Yeah, but they could just say it comes out the day the system comes out. That's all I need.
Okay, I got
He
you.
needs that little comfort
Yeah,
and be like, I
exactly.
need to reserve this game first.
Exactly,
And then later
because then
on,
on, like I know Destiny's not coming out day.
No, yeah, they
Well,
said that's
Destiny's
2014.
coming out. It's 2014. It's
It is
coming out for the
2014.
360 though, and PlayStation 3.
But it's gonna come out at the same
2014.
time.
It's gonna come out at the same time.
Yeah.
All systems 2014.
No,
Yeah.
I can't wait that long, guys.
I know.
Anything else?
I'm
A lack of Vita titles.
Yup.
I feel like
I
I don't
agree.
need a Vita anymore.
I know. Very
Everything
tempted
my
to trade
Vita
it.
can do, I
yeah, I
can
found-
do on my iPad or my iPhone.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of cool first-party Sony stuff that's out now and that's coming out. But, I mean, besides Tearaway, I don't know what I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to 2 Vita games, but that's because they're 2 2D
Muramasa and
Dragon Crown. Those games look awesome for Vita. I'm excited for those. So, what are you disappointed in?
Usually Killzone every time. Every time I played Killzone,
you're disappointed in Killzone.
Disappointed in Killzone.
Every time I played Killzone, I was just like, I can't get into this game.
Yeah.
But like overall E3.
Overall E3.
Yeah. What disappointed you about E3?
I mean, like.
Are you mad that Kingdom Hearts doesn't have Marvel characters, Disney characters? It doesn't have a date?
Well, it doesn't have a date. They really didn't specify on anything. I'm just waiting on Kingdom Hearts 3. The disappointment was strategy games. People are... They're just not doing that many strategy games as I see.
Which really sucks, because, I mean, you would think with the success of Civilization...
Yeah. And XCOM.
And XCOM.
Yeah.
Company of Heroes sells a ton.
Yes.
Well, that game got announced again, or
the second one?
Still coming out.
Yeah.
That game's been coming out for like 3 years though. So
I think Command & Conquer has just like slowly died.
Oh, I don't even think they even make games.
No, they do. They have.
Did they really?
They have a free-to-play.
Well, Red Alert 3 was the last one that like actually came out, right?
Like EA bought that studio, Westwood.
Oh, it was EA, isn't it? Yeah.
And they just destroyed it, unfortunately.
You know what I would
Which
really
kind
want
of
to see?
What was that?
Another Knights of the Old Republic, not the online one.
Just regular Knights.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
regular
That'd be
Knights of the
awesome.
Republic.
Yeah.
Number 3 or something. Just
And I mean, EA
title.
could do it. They got BioWare.
And they have the rights to Star Wars games,
Yeah.
so yeah, they could totally do it.
Yeah, they're doing Battlefront.
Yeah. The I as far as like strategy games go, I mean, the last one I really played that I enjoyed a lot was the Halo Wars.
Halo Wars.
So
That was good.
I know that company is no longer around, but
Ensemble.
yeah.
Yeah, they moved on.
There was one thing that for Halo Wars, it was just the matches only lasted about 15 minutes, 20 minutes at most, and
Yeah, but you can get in a game of Sid Meier's that lasts for 3 fucking hours.
3 days too. You know, you're like, gotta come back
Exactly,
to that.
that's his point.
Do you want that?
That's his point.
Well, yeah, I play Sid Meier's.
Clearly.
Sid Meier's for me, a campaign lasts about 3 days. I'm just like, I'll come back to it tomorrow. You can't do that online, but you know, I don't play Sid Meier's online.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm disappointed with
In
the
StarCraft, you just jump in StarCraft and go with that strategy game.
StarCraft's pretty awesome. I like StarCraft.
Have you played online?
I've not. I refuse to.
No.
Gonna get owned by some Korean. No offense
Even
to any other nationality that does good at StarCraft. Yeah, I'm pretty much disappointed in the same thing, but just not overall in a specific genre. I'm disappointed in the lack of like surprises and the lack of new IP.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was all sequels. It was like, I mean, Watch Dogs is a new IP, but you know we have Assassin's Creed 4, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghost.
I mean, there's some cool new IPs out there like Rise.
Destiny.
Destiny, Watch Dogs.
What about Rise? We didn't talk
D4.
about Rise.
I don't know about Rise.
What?
It looks like. Honestly, I hate God of War, and that game looks like all the worst parts of God of War, just dressed up, really fancy looking.
I mean, the game looks good, but I hate to say, I was honestly more excited about Rise when it was like a Kinect title, and they were like, yeah, you get to use one arm as a shield and your other
I
arm
forgot about that.
as a sword, and now it's just like another third-person hack and slash.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm really disappointed about the lack of surprises. Nothing really jumped out. I mean, Star Wars Battlefront and Mirror's Edge 2, that's great, that's awesome. But other than that, it was a pretty tame E3. I mean,
yeah,
the Destiny gameplay looked amazing, but honestly, if I wasn't amazed by Destiny at this year's E3, I would have written that game off.
it's
perfectly
hardware
honest.
heavy just because it's new hardware.
I guess that's to be expected though.
Anything you guys wanted,
Even though they announced it early.
anything you guys wanted out of E3 that you didn't get to see from E3? Any games that you really wanted to see this year but you didn't really get to see? Or
Not that I can think of. I mean, nothing that we haven't already really covered. I don't know. I don't. You know that saying, you don't know what you want until
they give it to you.
Yeah, until you have it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they could have showed me something that I really want, but.
What about you, Pedro?
I got nothing. I mean, honestly, I really wanted more Vita games. Like, perfectly honest, I wanted more Vita games. That system has been out for more than a year now, and like the list of games for that system that's coming out, it's like 8 titles.
And it's like weird stuff. I mean, I know they're having the new Batman game coming out for it, but I mean, once we get to the point where like the Lego Legends of Chima game coming out for it, we're starting the downhill spiral on the hardcore gamer games for that console. So.
Agreed. Hopefully, though, with the PlayStation 4 release, I mean, Sony announced that nearly every single PlayStation 4 game will have some kind of
Vita
what is it?
functionality,
remote play functionality with the Vita. That's cool. That may get more people to buy a Vita, and therefore get more developers, more reasons to develop for the Vita.
The problem I see with that though is you're gonna run into the same problem where it's like they may focus too much on that aspect, and the base game is gonna suffer for it.
How so?
Like, what if you don't have a Vita and the game's like,
well,
turn on your Vita now to access a hidden part of the game, and you're like, well, I guess I better go out and buy that $250 controller this game wants me to buy.
The remote play aspect for the Vita, though, doesn't have to do with like unlocking new content. It's just like you play the game on your Vita. Yeah. And it's streaming off your PlayStation 4, but you're just playing it on the Vita. So like you start the game on the couch and you're like, crap, I have diarrhea.
I'll believe it.
I need to go use the bathroom. I'll take my Vita out to the bathroom. And
this is not the first time Sony has promised that.
I mean, all these companies make these ridiculous promises.
They promised that like 5 years ago
with the PSP and PS3.
Yeah. I mean, the PSP has been out for like 8 years now, and it never really had that functionality.
Well, they did it with Layer, though.
Whoa. Wow.
So, they said they could, and they proved it.
They did a one title, and that title happened to be not very good at all.
No, yeah. That was a terrible game.
It was made worse only by playing it on the PSP.
Yeah, agreed. I didn't say they did it right. I just said they did it.
They did it. Okay, I'll agree with you there. They did it.
Oh, one game we didn't talk about for the Wii, Sonic. It's an exclusive now for.
Oh my God,
Wii.
Sonic!
Really?
Sonic. Yeah, it's an right.
It's coming out only on Nintendo platforms. They have a 3DS version.
And they have a 3DS version too.
Yeah.
So it looks like Sonic is going to be Wii
for all you 5 Sonic fans that are still alive.
Don't say that. You're like.
I just created a wave of hate.
There's a Sonic mascot out there that people like adore.
It's like, I mean, years ago Sega made consoles, and now they're focusing on just games.
Oh man!
And now they're teaming up with the one company that is losing this generation and the previous generation.
I literally wouldn't be surprised if, like, not this generation, but the next generation, so in like 10 to 15 years, Nintendo's going to be on the same boat as Sega.
Because I mean, handheld.
Okay,
they kill the handheld market.
That's fine.
But if they just published games for other consoles,
that would be amazing.
Dude, it would be over.
I would love to play Mario on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Or it would work so much.
And they can't make that much money on their hardware.
No.
On their DS, you'd be surprised.
On the DS,
yeah, on
sure.
their DS. Yeah.
But
I guess that's what's keeping the Wii U section alive. Is the fact that the 3DS
and
sells so much.
You can't Pokemon. The old
Pokemon is a system seller.
Well, if they made a 3D Pokemon game for the Wii U, oh dude, it'd be over. I'd buy a Wii U tomorrow.
I wouldn't be surprised if it came down to that.
It'd be amazing.
It's Pokemon Fire Red or like Pokemon
Yellow. My God!
You'd be like,
if they remade the original Red and Blue. Like,
that would be pretty awesome, dude. I'm getting stoked about this. You guys need to stop because I am looking forward to this game now.
It'd be so cool. 3D, use a tablet and everything. Yeah.
You go out, you throw the Pokeball.
Yeah.
You use motion control. Oh, go.
Why don't they do that? They make so much money doing that.
I would literally buy a Wii U.
You know, people would go crazy for that.
They could have some kind of cross functionality with the 3DS. I'm gonna stop talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm just hyping myself. Literally. I am literally getting my hopes up.
Play online with other Pokemon.
Stop it! Stop it! Let's change topics.
Man, I don't know. Like, I mean,
any games coming out this month or?
No
game.
Last of Us was the last big title before.
I get it.
We get into the big holiday season.
That was a pun.
Last of Us. Last big title. Yeah.
Last.
And the next thing we have coming up is like Deadpool comes out next week.
Deadpool?
Yeah, exactly.
The game? Is this called Deadpool?
Yeah.
Is it gonna sell well, guys?
Probably not.
It sucks too because the studio that makes that's making that game, High Moon Studios, I think, they're the ones that made the Transformers game, and they've been pretty decent.
Yeah, Transformers game.
Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron.
I thought Disney got rid of the Marvel and the LucasArts studios, right? They're just like
they absorbed them. They
absorbed them. Yeah.
They don't own Transformers. That's Hasbro.
Cool.
Yeah, he's talking about.
They're
Deadpool.
still they made the Deadpool game,
right? Yes.
Which is the Marvel.
Yeah, I don't know who owns the rights to that property.
Who owns Deadpool?
Disney owns the rights to Deadpool.
Okay.
Activision got the rights to make the game on Deadpool.
Okay.
So it's confusing. That's a lot of legal stuff. I don't even.
That's
want to
a lot of
about
legal stuff for Marvel.
For all you lawyers out there, send us an email if I'm wrong.
Oh, speaking of all that, so we never receive emails or Facebook.
Jeez, I wonder why our two
or
viewers
Twitters.
can't be bothered to send us an email.
So basically, we have pretty much every social networking thing there is. We have yes,
We got Google Plus.
we have
Tumblr?
Facebook. No Tumblr.
Oh, you need to get out of here.
Tumblr. So if you go to facebook.com/Unreliable Studio, we're on Twitter at Reliable Studio. We're on Google
Don't let
Plus.
that confuse you, because we're not any more reliable on Twitter than anywhere else.
If anything, we're less reliable on Twitter.
Way less reliable.
As you can see, we have a YouTube page.
What?
Pedro and I each have separate YouTube pages as well.
Don't even bother with mine. I'm just gonna flat out and say
Pedro has 2 videos on his YouTube page.
I don't use that. I do everything here.
We have an email address. You can email us at unreliablestudio@gmail.com. I would say probably Facebook is probably the best way to interact with us. Like, yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, you can find Pedro and I on that page.
We literally befriend you if you reach out to us, because holy shit.
Yeah, we've got like a whopping 25 likes on Facebook. So,
What?
I mean, if you're on Facebook and you want to just see like what we're doing as far as our YouTube channel goes, because we do Let's Plays and all that stuff, then I mean, definitely check us out on Facebook. Share us with your friends, things like that. Just because we would like to grow and we'd like to know more of what we can do from you.
Yeah, in all seriousness, if we start getting feedback, if we start getting likes, if we start getting comments, it gives us reasons
to do stuff like make a website.
Exactly.
And
to keep us to have us engage more, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sorry.
And if you want us to like read questions,
yeah, by all means, send us questions.
If you want your music like as an intro to the podcast, I'm sure we could work something like that out.
For sure. Keep it nice and safe, though.
What do you mean?
What do you mean safe? How can music be destructive?
There's multiple ways for music.
It's less. It's not any more destructive than anything you've said.
All I'm saying is I don't want to get any country music.
Country music. What's wrong with country music?
I'm just messing. Sorry to derail the train. Continue.
No, I mean just anything at all you guys want to see on our YouTube page or on
anything
the
crazy.
Podcast.
Like we want to see you guys wear costumes in the next podcast, video podcast.
Anything we might be able to do that.
Just go off the handle with your statements.
We'll try to get more guests in.
We'll talk about movies, whatever you want.
Yeah,
that's a good
if you've got suggestions, anything at all, we'll gladly hear it.
Most definitely.
There's a dog. We'll bring a dog.
I've got a dog. Yeah.
We'll ride a bicycle.
Jesus,
what are we gonna sell ourselves out now?
Yes, that's the whole point.
We gotta please the people.
Please all 5 of you guys.
Oh, it has increased. I see. It works.
That's what happens when we sell ourselves out. We get
3 more fries.
Yeah, we're sponsored by Witch and
Corona Light. Oh,
Drink
God.
responsibly.
That'd be amazing. I will eat a Witch sandwich on the air.
I will gladly drink more Coronas. By all means.
It tastes much better if it's free.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna call it.
Yeah, that's a show. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, definitely subscribe to the YouTube page and definitely like us on Facebook.
Let us know. I got nothing else.
All right.
Thanks for watching / listening.
And hopefully we will be back in less time than it took us to do this one again.
Probably not.
Yeah, maybe a week or 2. So we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Love you.
I don't.